Good morning, stock traders. This is modified Darvas box MDB, and look at this. I started it right at 11 a.m. Coming at you with a weekend review video. We're going to take a look at all the exciting, fun-filled things that happened during the week. Bulls got some stuff. A lot of bears got some stuff, and then there's some other stuff which is sort of neutral. But pull up a chair, put your feet up on your desk, get something to drink. I've got a bottle of water, and get ready to go through this. And by the way, do not watch the Olympics. They're a goddamn disgrace. And I have blocked the word Olympics in my Twitter. Like, I don't want to see anything that even mentions the word Olympics. They can all go jump in the ocean and not worth my time. Better to spend it with your family and doing something you like today. So, anyways, let's get into this weekend review. We saw, this bear trend which has come up, but it's the strangest thing because, well, not strange, but huge rotation. How long is it going to last? I don't know. A lot of the charts I have, there's more bearish stuff there, but that's just a function of stocks I'm looking at. I need to do a lot more scanning, but I usually gravitate to growth stocks. So, but some people just need to go to where the action is. Who knows? So, for anybody who has never watched one of my videos, I'm an independent trader, investor. I'm based here in Florida, home of the free state of Florida, where there's low taxes, and so we get to keep more of our gains. And I developed my own unique investing trading system based on the book How I Made $2 Million in the Stock Market, and I've also added elements of the strategy. Uh, I'm constantly searching for new ideas because, hey, if there's a new idea out there, let's try it, make some money. Uh, but what you see here is currently what I've got on the charts. You've got boxes here, which are from the Darvas book, and then you've got color signals and everything, which is from the strategy. Colors and boxes, and this is giving us signals which tell us to, whoa, hey, there's a signal. Okay, let's pay attention. Do we want to trade that? We're always looking to trade the reactions to the signals. Reactions are more important than the signal themselves. Like, for example, here on the AMZ, there's a signal inside bar right there, and the signal, the reaction, is that it broke upwards. See right there, that's a bullish trade. However, this following week, it came back, so it may have hit your stops, and currently it's a failed trade. But that's trading, man. So not everything works, but if you're going to take a signal, well then, you hope for the best, and if it doesn't work, you get out and you don't lose money. Just whatever you do, figure out, make money, and figure out how to not lose money, and you'll be successful. So, last thing I want to point out, I've got 6 different lists here, which I'm constantly moving stocks around. We're going to look at the first 4 because that'll contain the best ones, indexes, the best ones, and then stuff that triggered during the week. So we start here in indexes on the AMZ. This is an MLP index. It's a rough approximation of the sector. I own some MLPs in a separate income portfolio. They're oil and gas related and they pay dividends. And look at that. Nice long uptrend. You can just sit in it forever, just cash your checks. That's the whole point. Because just relying on capital gains is so much harder. Whereas I get paid quarterly from this stuff as well. So if you can flip your capital gains into steady income, man, that's the holy grail. That's what you want to do. I take portions of every successful trade and I take it and I transfer it into income funds. Sometimes I'm only transferring like $20, but uh, that's what you need to do. You need to take money from your profits and put it into areas that'll generate you steady income. So, anyways, this one right here it's a box breakout move. Now, we don't have any volume to judge, but it's a move higher, and now it's had a bad week, but it's still in force, meaning It's still in an uptrend. It would need to break this line here and basically keep going down. And then it won't be an uptrend. And then, you just got to evaluate. Let's see, RK. This is Kathy Wood. I don't recommend it, but there's lots of wonderful colors on here to demonstrate the color signals I use. This here is a shooter bar, or what's called an inverse hammer. And you can see that's a bearish signal. And it triggered to the downside, but what's interesting this week, bulls did step up this week. There was some buying. Look at that. It could have ended up down here, but no, it ended up much closer to midline. So what we know from this can infer immediately from interpretation that we had a negative signal. It went in force to the downside, but it encountered some resistance. Buyers showed up. Not enough, but a lot of them showed up to offset. Other color signals, like here, a yellow, let's change that, like a yellow bullish bar right there, bullish signal yellow. Blues are bullish, but they're also pay attention. Sit up and pay attention. They tend to have a pullback week next time, but not always, like you see right here. And pink bars are the same as blue bars, but the pinks here have a bearish tilt. All of these are designed to get your attention. Hey, something's happening. Something may happen. Like right here, gray inside bar. See, you take that one and you're up. And now, whoops, now you get the signal. So you may as well have bought here and sold here. And look, you made money. But again, this ticker is for demonstration. I don't recommend ARK. Oil going sideways. This is approximation for oil. Not much happening there. Here's the big one. The NASDAQ Composite Index. Gee, it's been running since November. Whoop, there we go. Been running since November. Had a signal here. Started going sideways. Couple of negative signals in here. Then the trend reaccelerates. But gee, where should we get off the trend? Oh, I know. Let's get off the trend when there's a valid signal that shows up. Oh, so innovative, right? So unique. Meanwhile, people are flailing around, calling crashes or whatever. No, just wait for the frickin' signal. Now it's easy to say that. It's harder to do it when every day it's up, 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 up. But again, if you keep your eyes open, this is a weekly chart. Keep your eyes open. You see the signals here, and then you can get ready for it. And gee, if you had bet against that, well, guess who's making money in this contra trend at the moment? And guess who's losing money if you didn't take advantage of that? So, doesn't mean you have to bail out every time you see a signal, but it does mean you need to pay attention, because maybe this is where you want to step off the trend and take a break. Now, we don't know what's going to happen in the future. Maybe it starts going back up again and forms a box range. I have no idea. But this is the market telling you signals. You can look at the signals, you can take them, you can ignore them. But the whole point is to look at them and make money off of them. Anything happening here? This is Ethereum. Big volume. What the hell's going on? I do not know. But if it's going to turn, this might be the catalyst for the turn. And maybe it goes back up. I don't know. Currently no signals, but volume is a signal. Pay attention. FFTY, this is a growth proxy. Look at all the pink bar signals. It's been telling you, man, I don't know. I don't know about these. Finally barfed out. But look, it hit the bottom of the box, but then those pesky buyers kept showing up. But a lot of volume right there. Look at that. Interesting. China, huge box range, and then a mini box range. Gee, that's negative on China. So China doing, it's hard to lie when you have markets, because markets smell bullshit. And, well, I'll just leave it at that. Bitcoin, look at that. For all the angst, man, people are so emotional about Bitcoin. Yeah, I just bought it right here and had a brief scary moment, and now it's up and doing fine. If you watch every tick, you're probably not going to do as well. It's better if you can step away from the screens and just let these things do their thing. I bought Bitcoin here, I sold it here. Tragically, I misinterpreted this. Should have owned it up here and kept owning it. But then again, it went sideways this whole time, no signals. And now it hit the lower box range. Perfect spot to try and buy some. Step up, hit the buy, and look at that. Already up about 20% in 2 weeks. That's a good start. Gold had this shooter signal here. Kind of mixed right there, but it's not a breakout, but it's not horrible either. You see the signal, and then you decide on how you're going to trade it. High yield going up. I interpret this as not that the economy is getting better, but that they're scrambling to buy as much high yield stuff as possible before the Fed starts cutting rates and bond yields stop yielding so much. So that's a yield grab, in my opinion. But we'll see. See what happens. I'll bet you. I'll bet you when markets really roll over is when junk starts slamming downwards. That's when they're done buying all those yield items, and now there's going to be no buyers, and this is going to go down. And I bet you that's when our real recession hits. Software, the IGV, signals. Signal right here, yellow bar buy signal, it's moving up. Pulled back some. But if you really need to be in software, this looks fine. And by the way, it formed, I started a box range here because I believe it probably won't bust through this low. But if it does, then I'm going to have to redo this box range maybe like there or something. So that's probably a little premature. This is the big one. Wow, I didn't see coming. Housing. So I guess everybody's going to be buying a house, right? As soon as the Fed cuts rates. Well, investors think so. Big yellow buy signal. Now we got a box breakout. Volume's a little low, but that's a heck of a move. So if you're bullish on something, be bullish on housing. Micro caps. There's that big signal, yellow bar buy signal. A bearish shooter bar right there, but look how it reacted. It just kept going up. So you got to wait for the signal and then see what happens. Sometimes it takes, you need to have your balls attached and just let it happen. But if you sold here thinking, oh, it's so bearish now, it's going to drop, you are wrong. So bullish there. There's that IWM, same pattern, bullish. And everybody's talking about the IWM. Woohoo! What's this? Healthcare. Healthcare going up. That prick Obama screwed up healthcare, and now all it does is go up. If you wanted to buy EYH, there 2 weeks ago was your sign, and now it's going up. Transports. Are we going to a recession? I don't know. Probably. But there's a strange bar. It's yellow and it's a shooter bar, both bullish and bearish. But now it resolved with a white bar sell signal here. Some big volume there. So I'd say once this cracks the bottom of the Darvas box, then yeah, things will start getting worse. Keep an eye on that one. Fizz. Yeah, gold gave a signal here. I am out of this trade. Bought it here, sold it there. It didn't make me all that much money, but hey, a win's a win. Stack the wins. What do we got? QQQs, yeah, same as the NASDAQ. No signal there. Interesting. No color change, but either way, results the same. Notice here that ever since earlier this year, The big bars are nothing but sells. Yet it keeps going up. The buyers keep showing up, but maybe that changes. The equal weighted is now in a negative. That breakout in equal weighted stocks is, yeah, it's not, it's failed. And you had that signal there too, so trend of the market. RSP, this is more Main Street instead of technology. Equal weighted S&P. Uh, the family trust is more weighted toward this type of stocks that are regular stuff that pays dividends. And look at that. Big move up as the money stream changed. Kind of a bearish looking shooter bar. It activated for a few moments but closed higher with a box breakout on big volume. So the market's figuring out what to do. Let's say you sold that. Well, if you sold it because you thought it was negative, you got to be prepared to flip and go the other way. When it changes back, change back. Intraday stuff can sometimes screw you up, but if you make a mistake, put it back on again, you know? What do we got here? Interest rates, short-term rates. That's going up, which means rates are coming down. And it also sort of means inflation's coming down. When this is dropping, like here, that means inflation is going up. And there was the big inflation move there. But so far, positive sign. People are fleeing into treasuries. Not unusual. Especially if a recession comes. Semiconductors. Woo, what does that look like? You had the constant move. Gee, Tom, when should I take action? How about I take action on a market signal? Yay! Signal here. It sort of hit, but then sort of went sideways. But then you got this next signal here, a lot more selling. But if you're always wondering whether to get out, look for a signal. S&P's, pink bar, and again, there's that, it went down, but there's these buyers showing up. There were some buyers in here, and let's see, how did this trade during the day? It actually went up and then came down a little bit, but there were buyers. So we'll see if those buyers keep showing up and the index goes back up, or if it comes down some more. SPY's the same deal. Sentiment. T2106, it hit a high right in there. It came shooting down, but it's still, sentiment's pretty high. I mean, there's still other sectors of the market doing well, just not technology right now. Stocks above the 200-day, 64%. That's getting pretty high. Maybe this money flow rotation stops when it gets up to the 70s, maybe. Stocks above the 40-day moving average. Look at that. That's getting high, but it's not super high yet. Not extreme, so we'll see. The tan, they're battling it out down here. I still think this is a loser sector, but look at that. Yellow buy, failure. Yellow buy, failure. Now you got an inside bar. They just can't stay away. TLTs sort of going sideways. Got a couple of things here, but they'll figure it out. The VIX. Oh, look at that move right there. And last month on June 30th or July 1st, I talked about the VIX making a big move. This is a monthly chart now. I tweeted this out, and of course, hardly anybody noticed. But I said, this here is a signal which is going to set up for a much wilder trading period. And look at that. You got a signal here. It went down and now ripped higher. But now it's sort of closed, and it's still going sideways in the box range, but Uh, does this imply anything for August? No, this is just for July. But if you're nervous, you could have bought, I don't know, VIX options or something. That was easy money right there, too, by the way. Easy signal. What's that? Oh, REITs. Doing nothing. Oh, that's a monthly. We're back on monthly. Now here we're back on weekly. Multiple time frames. It's important. Analyze your trades on multiple time frames. Do you see it on all time frames? Or are they contradictory? Like the weekly's bullish and the monthly's bearish, you know? If that happens, then you're probably not going to make much money. When they're all lined up, oh yeah, that's a sweet spot. Home builders again, big move, buy signal, breakout here, and it just keeps moving higher. Buy a home. XLE. This here is a bullish signal. That's a hammer. And yeah, it means probably oil prices going back up. But we'll see what happens. Do I know precisely what's going to happen? No, of course not. I don't know. Beware your favorite Twitter guru who says that they know 100%. I've only been doing this shit for 25 years. I still don't know. Right here, what do we got? XLF Financials, JP Morgan, box breakout. Kind of a little volatile, but keep moving up. And now you've got an inside bar, which if it keeps going up, there's a buy signal. If you miss the breakout, many times the market will give you another signal to get in, and that's when to do it. And then if you keep missing those, well then, and cry that you missed it, well, it's your fault. Don't blame us. But many times the market does give us second chances, which is really nice. Okay, that was it for indexes. Let's go to list two. List two is textbook box breakout leaders. These ones are like the best of the best. The patterns are correct. It's got the volume in the right spot. And believe it or not, AEHR, which a user brought up last week, is a textbook Darvas box breakout. And actually the signals are amazing. You had a hammer signal right here to get buying, and I guess this may have been earnings or something, but it's a box breakout, yellow bar buy signal, big green volume, and it's the biggest green volume in years. Now, is it the biggest ever? No. But it's still pretty darn big. Biggest since 2021. So if you're looking for potential buys, this is one. I had no idea until the user brought it up. And it had a wonderful uptrend prior. See, like right here, kind of bumpy. Then it gave up the ghost here. I don't know why. And then went down. And now here's your signal to get back interested in it. And boom, look at that. Was I watching it? No. But pretty good. ANET. This here is a box breakout failure. Because look at that. Failure. There's no signals. It's just a failure. It's just the market. Now you can say, I think it's going back up and buy it. Or you can leave it alone or sit and do nothing. But in the meantime, this does not belong on this list. I'm going to put it in back to 6 watching. This one here, I own this. Box breakout. Moving up. Not doing anything super exciting, but it's still bullish. It's still profitable. Only a little bit though. But maybe it does better. Berkshire, Warren Buffett gets richer and richer. Now he's got it all to himself now that Charlie died. Look at that. Box breakout. There's that pattern. Funky volatility here, followed by, no, it's not so bad. We're still going higher. Textbook box breakout. You had one here. You had one here. Honestly, this has just been Berkshire has been fantastic. Could have bought it here. And what's great is this represents basically more mainstream America. So mainstream America is making a move, which is good. CORZ, I own this one. Had a scary moment for a few minutes at the open a couple of days ago, but still long, still a little profitable, but a failed breakout at the moment. But here's what I like about this one: green, 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 green. The red's not so big, but because this is a failed breakout, put this back into the watching list. Carvana, I'm long this one right here. Very tough one. Again, a scary moment down here for a few minutes, but it's still going up. It's still a valid breakout. DHI housing, boom, box breakout. You're looking for stuff to buy, that's one. Ooh, oh my, Ford. Yuck. There is a buy signal. There's a buy signal. And this is the funny thing, how speculation gets hit by reality. And there's your sell signal. If you sold in here or had a stop in here, took it seriously, well, then you probably got protected. If you didn't, you got creamed. And was it an earnings? I bet it was. Oh, yeah, look at that. Boom. Now, on the daily, here was your buy signal or a signal to get interested. You wrote it up. Maybe a potential sell signal. Another one and another one. You think by the third time, people would have been like, is the market trying to tell us something? And if you took it, you would have been out at 14 and you'd have saved a bunch of money. So you can use daily, you can use weekly, you can use monthly. Just evaluate them. You know, what's going on, the market action. But this doesn't belong here. This is a bearish signal. GE, that's a box breakout right there. Big volume. The red line is the prior highs. We can probably get rid of that now. General Electric. Hoodie. Signal, bearish signal, it triggered down. Not horrible, hasn't broken the uptrend, but another week and it will. So it's got one more week of life on this list before it's gone. Jumia, I own this one. I bought it at $10. And a big shake and bake in here, but still bullish. Do you see? I was a little concerned based on this because volume analysis. Green followed by big red tends to be not so good. But look at that. It was followed by another big green. Negated. There's plenty of bulls in this one. So, stick with it. It's probably going up. JP Morgan going higher. Yep, box breakout. You see the theme here? Oh, look at that. LMT. That looks like an earnings gap. Box breakout here. Very slim, but it fits. And now that one's really rocking. Now, same deal. Some earnings gaps. Box breakout. Oracle's doing fine. This one. I sold this one because, why? Signals. See, I mean, how big does, how loud does a signal have to get before you'll pay attention to it? On that one, I saw it. Now, I really wanted this to work, but I was put off by the red-green bar move, and then again, green-red. Yeah, green-red. That I said red-green. Green-red. Whenever you see green followed by red, you got to be like, And that was followed by another one. So at that point, it's like, all right, yeah. I only made like 10 cents on this one. But maybe it comes back. Either way, since I'm out of it, I'm going to put this into watching. This one, box breakout, doing great. Little small signal right there, no biggie. RTX. Gee, that looks like a Darvas box breakout. What do you think? I think you're getting the hang of this, huh? Tesla, green followed by big red. That told you everything right there. They were selling. They're selling, Mortimer. But that can't be right. And then it gave you signals. If you just weren't sure, you had signals along the bottom, like right there, or even like right there. But Tesla right now, the mojo has kind of left. It's not completely dead at the moment, but it's going to be, I think. Box breakout URI, that's good for the economy. Box breakout, I have this one in my income, but just to show you that box breakouts happen everywhere. Walmart had the breakout all the way back here, and look at that, just going up like a frozen rope. This one, the little wolf, box breakout, coming down a little bit, but it's sort of running out of gas. We'll see what happens. All right, moving along, bullish signals. So, well, the list doesn't look all that big, and I think this list is going to shrink even more. Apple, this is going to shrink. Bullish signal here. Now, it did not form a valid box breakout, but it gave us a bullish signal, so I put it on this list. Signal here, signal here, signal here. Resulting in a nice uptrend, but now we've got two pullbacks, two down weeks in a row. At that point, that's when I remove this and I just put it back on a regular list. ARM. Now there's no real signal here. I shorted it this week just because it was just such a layup. You know, tech is getting punched in the face, and it came right back up to that zone right there, which for all intents is practically a signal. So even though there's nothing glaring and signal-wise, I took it just because I'm familiar with this one, and so far so good. But we will see what happens. But this one should not be in the bullish triggers. This should be in the bearish. This one, I own this one right here. Moving higher, right there. No box breakout, but now maybe it has a breakout this next week, and maybe it does it on big green volume. I mentioned this one, BLND, a few weeks ago because of this giant green volume bar. Tell me, when you look at volume, red, 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 green, all you gotta do is just read the volume. And while I did not buy it on that, it was bullish enough to put it on my lists again. I had put it here and was monitoring it, but that's reason enough. Deckers. There's a signal bar right there. Look at that. Box breakout, and then all it did was give it all up. What's going on in sneaker world? And look at this. Shake and bake, it only closed halfway. I don't know about that one. This could be construed as bullish, but it looks more, well, I wouldn't be buying it. So I'm going to put it on the watching list. ELF. What a mess this chart is. Sideways action. Bullish signal. Tons of signals. All sorts of signals in here. It's generally been moving up, but nothing that I would consider as clean. Then I had this big white bar sell signal here, and now it's formed a bullish hammer bar here. God, make up your minds. When we zoom out, what's really going on is just, it's at a valuation, it's at levels where institutional investors at 10 billion, 9.5 billion, they're just not sure if it's ready for it yet. So the bulls go, no, it's ready. And the bears say, yeah, no, it's not. 10 billion is a nice big round number, so it probably needs a lot more digestion. This could go sideways for another 6 months. Do I want to deal with it for 6 months going sideways? No. This is a monthly view, by the way. This could probably go all the way into 2025 before it's really ready. Multiple time frames, people. So at the moment, it fits on this list, but I don't really care about it. Here's another one I don't really care about, but look, signals galore. I tried shorting it here. I covered here. Yellow bar, white bar, yellow bar. Make up your fucking mind. Signals, yeah, but would I buy it? No. Geo moving up. It's on this list because there's your bullish signs here. And we don't have any... one more week of bad and this was gone. I'll take it off the list. GH, I rebought this 2 weeks ago. It's moving higher. I was a little nervous I'd have to sell it again, but nope. Moved higher, but I'm missing the big green volume here. All right, it is what it is. Trades can work without it, but it helps to have bigger green volume. Steel, again, they don't know what to do with this. Bullish, bearish, bullish. Come on, guys. Make up your mind. But at the moment, it's a bullish signal. PLTR, oops. It broke. The Darvas box right here. There was no big volume breakout or anything either. Going to take this off the list, put it into watching. Same deal here. Reddit broke the box. Did not have a big box breakout. Basically, if you bought it in here, you better have dumped it in here. This is leaving. Back to watching. Rig. Now here's a signal. Oil equipment. Yellow bar buy signal. Pay attention. Serve. This one. Anybody in this one? Big green volume. I bought last week in here. I sold it. And then I re-added it right back. Like almost the same day. So I own this one. Why not? By the way, signal bar right here. Not that I was paying attention to this, but let's say you track new IPOs. Well, there's your sign to have tried some. SoFi. Yellow bar buy signal followed by sort of a whatever bar. And it really hasn't done anything. I personally don't like this because it's a big fat whale stock. It's got 976 million shares available. That's just too fat. And as a result, you see it just goes sideways. But if you like it, maybe that's the time. And what's this? Weatherford. Look at that, taking it all back. Signal here, moved up. Well, you better pay attention or have a stop, but it's pulled it all back. And that's not something, that's too bullish. Whoop. Put it back to here. So, now that I've cleaned up the bull signal list, it's pretty light, huh? There aren't that many. Let's go to the bearish signals. Oh, crap. Look at that. It's 10 times bigger. All right, we're going to whip through these because they all share some commonalities. Airbnb, box breakdown. Affirm, box breakdown. A-Lab, I'm short this one. Box breakdown. And look, this has been going down since April. If you've ever read the book, the Life Cycle Trade book, it's a great book. It talks about how most IPOs fail. Because and it's not because they're bad, it's because they just haven't proven themselves. They lose gas, and then there's just not enough buyers to hold them up, and so they drop, and then they base for a while, get some quarters under their belt, and then they make their big moves. So AMD, white bar sell signal, now box breakdown. Amazon, well, that's not really a sell signal. But when one of the smartest guys in tech is selling, why are you buying? You got to pay attention to that stuff. That's not really a sell signal, but I'll put under watching. There's ARM. We know about ARM. Bros, signal here, down 2 weeks now, but they're fighting it. Bros ain't that bad. It probably just got a little hot up in here. As you can see, I traded this a bunch of times. But now, let's say if I'd stuck with this buy, let's say I kept it here, I probably would have sold based on here somewhere in there. Not everything's perfect. Kava, yep. Signal, box breakdown. Looks like some buyers stepped up this week, but the overall pattern's a little bearish. CEG, shorted it here. Box breakdown, this is doing great from a bearish perspective. And look here, red, 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 red. I feel okay with this one. Sell H, this is actually, look at that. That's actually a bullish signal and a very bearish pattern. There's a bull signal. I'm short this. I may have to cover it next week. God damn it. Go down to 40. But I shorted at 70, so far this has just been a slam dunk. But that might be... Here, I have to change this. I might have to cover it next week. Uh-oh. Coin, pink bar, signal. Look at that. Inside week. Bullish resolution. Oh, shit. Now, shake and bake. Does this mean you get rid of it? Well, it means you better pay attention. That's what it means. And watch out for which direction it's going to go. Pay attention bar. Costco, signal, down 2 weeks after. Down. Signal, downtrend. CRWD, white bar sell signal. I actually wish I had shorted it here, but I just didn't. But that looks terrible. Dash. I'm short this one right there, and man, this just won't die. I'm thinking the bulls, and you see we've got a signal right here, potential bullish signal. This trade just may not work. I may be covering this one also. Do you know white bar sell signal? Dell box breakdown. Ford, yeah, we know that. Fro box breakdown. First Solar, they're kind of fighting it, but it's still done. One more week, if it goes up, then this will be off the list. IREN, signal down 2 weeks, red bars. Pink bar, pay attention, big red. This is one of my best trades of the year. Sold out majority here and here. Reaction in the middle, didn't go down, but we'll see. If this stays positive for one more week or just hangs around, then this comes off this list. Microsoft down 2 weeks in a row. Micron, did the big red sell bars not tell you guys anything? I read so many bullish tweets on this, even when it was doing this. I just laughed. I'm like, you guys are dead meat. You don't even know it. Then you had this signal right here, and now splat. Volume's important too. Here, this one, fantastic short-term move. I did not buy this, and now it gave you the signal to get out, and now come back down. Look at that. NVIDIA, box breakdown, but volume is light. This one will be back. Signal, failed breakout. Qualcomm. Signal down, box breakdown. You get the gist of it. SE, box breakdown. I own this. Shit. But volume very light. So maybe that's a buy spot. Maybe we need to add because it's come down, but they're just not really selling it. Put that on your potential buy list if you're looking to add. Shop, yeah, you know it. Yeah, you know it. SMCI. I thought everybody was bullish on SMCI. Come on. How could you let it go down? Pink bar, then down. It's also broken my weekly moving average. I don't really use them much as simply red light, green light. The river in tech has changed. Square, look at that. Signal, down. I mean, come on. Even TMDX, signal, and now down. Upstart. Haha, thanks for playing. Signal, down. But boy, two weeks ago they thought automotive is back. They're cutting rates. What's this? VRT, signal, and a box breakdown. And VST, box breakdown. Biggest thing, difference between CEG. Look at all the red versus VST. Some red, maybe not as big. All right, so this is the bearish signals. And again, because I follow growth stocks, there's a ton more of these ones. So I know there's bullish stocks out there, but value stocks, whatever, I'm just not that interested in. So that's the week in review. We can see the rotation that's happening, but it's a lot more clear on the index level. Composites coming down while shit like the RSP is going up. But S&P is coming down a little bit too. It's all because of those magnificent 7 tech stocks, the giant mega caps. So we will see what happens next week. And, I forgot. 2 more things. S&P 500, we got new data here based on the 24th, which is a few days ago. Estimates came down again a smidge. But even at this close, we're now 34% reported. But valuations are still pretty darn high. Above 25? Above 25 is a bubble territory. A little overvalued, but it keeps coming down. Now, what level would things be back to normal? Well, 5,000 definitely would be. That's 10% lower. Or maybe 52.50? I guess that'll do it. So I'd put downside risk between 5,000 and 52.50. Between 5 and 10% downside risk at the moment. And now the last thing is requests. DXCM. Let's take a look. Oh, Lord, come on. Bring out the Nigerian coffin dancers. That's weekly. All right, let's go to monthly. Monthly. I haven't updated this one in a while, so that would be looking like that. All I got to say is when you see a huge drop like that, that's just a no. No. Anything on the quarterly? Quarterly look? Quarterly is just a big sideways mess like that. Maybe that's a buy spot on a quarterly, but what's going to happen when it gets to like right here? I don't know. I think the biggest problem with this is valuation. So anyways, DXCM, no. Kinsale, what's Kinsale? Oh, all right. What? Is that a head? Is that a shoulder, head, shoulder? I don't know what this is. So when I don't know, I go to the monthly. Okay, moving up, but this one's sort of hard. I guess I see like a box there, and not much here. This is just like shake and bake. I don't really know. I don't see anything super special. Basically, sell it if it goes here, buy it if it goes up here. What else we got? MGNI. It's a good one. I'll be the judge of that. Oh no. Oh, Lucy. Is that a valid bouncing along the bottom? Oh, maybe not. I'll put it like that. Okay. Bullish signal here, and that's on a monthly. Okay. Woof. Okay, I stopped tracking this one way back here on this dump. But yeah, I guess you could say this has made a comeback. A little messy. When they're low down, it's kind of hard to box up. I guess I'd call it something like that. But that looks bullish. So yeah, I guess this is a doing decent. The overall picture ain't so hot, but who knows? Maybe it's time making its move. All right, not too bad. La 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 la. DAR. Come on, man. Darling Ingredients. I've never heard of that. I wonder what they make. This needs to get extended to about right there. This, sir, on a monthly chart is in a downtrend. Red, 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 red. To be honest, this could be a turnaround bar, but you need some green. Nah, I just don't see it. Yeah. Wow, did I box this up in the past? I guess I did. That was back in 2022. Well, either way, that's a negatory. This one is more Nigerian coffin dancers, in my opinion. So I don't like it. Anything else? Nope. Let's go to the Twitter side. Musa, Musa. I don't know that. Let's take a look. Murphy, USA. Well, look at that. That's a long-term uptrend. Jeez. I'd say that looks fantastic. I don't even need to do a box on it. Although, you could say that there's something like right there. What's the other one? PFE, Pfizer, the devil. I'd rather have you set your money on fire than do it for the fake vaccine, which actually kills people instead of heals people. So avoid Pfizer at all costs. What else we got? RKLB. Rocket Lab. Huh. Well, it's hard to say. Probably something like that. And then, again, I go to monthly when I don't know these ones. I'd call this as sideways. But I don't know the potential. I don't know what this company does. Yeah, just sideways. Not doing anything. Wait for a giant big volume spike. And your move here is at $7, between 7 and 8. CCJ. Oh no, not CCJ. CCJ is very good as a company at losing money. And I know uranium might be hot, but this might not be the way to play it. Box breakout, and now it failed. Box breakdown. Volume sort of light. A lot more volatility here on the weekly. It's been going down for 9 weeks. I'd say that there's better. And look at this. Red, 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 green, red, green, red, green, red, green. It's just a mixed bag. I think you could do a lot better. VSAT. Oh, look at that. This is a weekly view. Yellow bar buy signal on VSAT. Let's go to the monthly. Ooh, okay, maybe that's not so hot. It was at 95 in 2019 and now it's at 20 bucks. Ugh. Well, you could buy it. I hope it works. Maybe this is the turn. Maybe this is the beginning of the turn. But I don't know. What's next? Hig? Oh, Hartford. Yeah, financial services, baby. Look at that. Boy, they're making a move. Has anybody had their insurance bill go up huge? I have. Car insurance, home insurance. Insurance companies are screwing us all. And look at that. It's moving up. So that looks pretty good. Anything else? Cat. Oh, yeah, cat. Ugh. Cat. Boy, I've screwed this one up. So Caterpillar sideways. It was looking bearish, but now with the change to the Russell 2000 and all those, now it's doing much better. I tried shorting it in here. It did not work. Now we got signals, but you see it's moving higher. Nothing crazy, but it's not bearish. You see, there's that where I was messing around with it in there. And now it's rebounded nicely. What's the last one? CB. Chubb Corp. More insurance. Tell your kids to get jobs in insurance. Look at that. Monthly chart. Yeah, it looks great. No, it's not really one for boxing up, but yeah, I guess you could call that like a box, like right there. For timing purposes, I guess something in here like that. So it's slowly stacking boxes. Not a fast mover, but for a long-term buy, yeah, put that in. Probably do great. Just pay a dividend 1.1%. Not that much. But for the long-term hold, that's a great buy. So anything else? Nope, that's it. All right, so that's it for the weekend review. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great rest of the weekend and a great trading week. Make money, don't lose money. Talk to you later. Bye.